Hi everyone, it's Nee for ScrapFX YouTube design team. And today we're going to be doing a really simple 12 by 12 scrapbook layout using some of the new family bits and pieces that are around in the ScrapFX products. These are an older stamp. It's all actually about a house as a home, but I really love the script stamp, and the photo that I'm using of my daughter had a real purple overtone to it, which when I went looking through my scrapbook stash, I really didn't have many purple papers. So I wanted to start off and create a textured paper. So this is how I did it. I did have some purple cardstock, which surprised me, but it wasn't quite the right shade. I wanted it slightly deeper. So by adding a little bit of darker colour over the top, it sort of added some interest to the page. So I used worn lilac from Distress Oxide ink over the top with the script stamp from ScrapFX. Now I've got this lace cut paper. Again, it's something I've had in my stash for so long, and it might seem a bit pointless putting this over the top of something I've already stamped under, but it's just to get that texture in the background. The final thing I put over the top was the 12 by 12 transparency with the clocks on it, just to sort of symbolize the time's marching on very, very quickly with this little bub. So I'm putting some extra tacky double-sided tape on the back of my photo. I'm not mounting it up on anything. It's a 4 by 6 photo, and then I'm using where I've stuck the photo down to use the strong tape with the transparency. I have a real difficulty when gluing down transparencies. I never know quite where to glue it down. So if I've got something like the photo that I can put lots of glue behind, it makes it a lot easier for me. And I personally don't like using wet glues, so I prefer to use the extra tacky double-sided tape. So once I finished that, I started gluing down my chipboard. And I have this beautiful border piece, which is just so delicate and just went with the overall theme of the page and sort of tied in with the transparency in the background, but also just the delicate nature of it. I like how it sort of framed the bottom part of the photo. And then the quote that I put over top is "Never stop dreaming." Now, I have come to love the natural chipboard. I always used to cover it in some way, shape or form, but I've actually really enjoyed just using the raw chipboard on it, and particularly on this page, the softness of the brown with the lilac really worked well together. So I was fiddling around with some other different bits of chipboard to see if there's something else I wanted to put onto this page, but in actual fact I really love the simplicity of how this came together. You can see me fiddling around in the background there. I was actually trying to find a pen that would write onto the transparency. So I ended up finding a permanent marker that was thin enough to write on this. Now, if you don't have one, this is what I got from a school supply shop. Can't remember the brand of it. It actually worked really well on this, but a CD marking pen would work really well on this, or a really thin permanent marker would work well too. So I just chose a spot underneath my photo that I could write in, and it just so happened that there was a little spot in the clock that there was enough space to write in. So just journaling about how Erin fills her days with love and wonder and unicorns and magic and all the things that little babies do. So it's only taken me 2 years to scrap this photo. I'm a little bit behind time. So these are a close-up of the little bits of chipboard. I did actually add in some purple flowers. I found some in my stash, so I went back and added some in the corner, and that kind of finished it off and hid the end of the border piece that was underneath the photo. So this is a really quick go. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.